and it consists of Lake Mburo National Park and the neighboring ranches, as well as other districts neighboring Kiruhura, Isinjiro, Masaka, Rakai, Chotera. Because all that area we manage it because of human-wildlife conflict in those areas. So this is the center for managing that wildlife area. Lake Mburo National Park is a gazetted area, and at first it began as a community hunting area way back in the 1933s. Later on it was upgraded to a game reserve. That was around 1963-1964. It became a game reserve, and later on it became a national park in 1983. When it became a national park in 1983, it had an area of about 650 square kilometers. But later on in 1986, the size was reduced to 370 square kilometers. So that was a reduction of around 56 to 57%. But still, we remained with the what? A national park. This national park is a nice park. It consists of rolling hills, of course, and it has the savanna, grasslands, it has the acacia woodland, and it has the wetlands, so as well as the lakes. So it offers a unique ecosystem in this area. So given those different ecosystems, we have different wildlife species that are into Lake Mburo. One of them are in the impalas. Of course, impalas previously they were not found anywhere else. They were only found in what? In Lake Mburo National Park. But later on, there was dispersal through translocation. So Lake Mburo acted as a dispersal area, taking impalas to different protected areas like Pianupe, like Katonga. So those were impalas. We also have elands here. Elands are found in only 3 protected areas. Lake Mburo is one of them, as well as Kidepa and Pian. So Lake Mburo also gave a seed of elands to Kidepo Valley National Park. Then we have other wildlife like the leopards, the buffaloes, the oribis, the topis. And you know, topis also found in very few protected areas. Just here, Queen Elizabeth, and Queen Elizabeth only in the Shesha sector, and also Pianope wildlife area. Lake Mburo offers different packages for the visitors. We have what we call game drives. We have the day game drives, which begin around 6:30, and the evening ones begin around 4 p.m. for visitors to enjoy seeing the wildlife in their pristine environment. The other thing we have here are the night game drives. Of course, the night game drives are important for visitors to see the nocturnal animals. Nocturnal, mostly these are the hyenas, the bush babies, and well as the leopards. So night game drives are of recent catching up. People are coming in a lot for the night game drives because of the leopards and the hyenas. Then we have cycling, of course, and horse riding, which we do hand in hand with stakeholders of Mohingo Lodge. Then also we have the boat cruises. Boat cruises are normal. You go to the boat cruise and you see the different water species within the lakes. The hippos, the crocodiles, as well as the water birds, African fish eagles, and the pied kingfisher. Then also we have the nature walk. We do nature walks here, guided nature walk, because you know, visitors walking alone in the park without rangers can cause a threat, because most of them don't know animal behavior. But with a trained guide, you can be guided well for the nature walks. So all that are offered by Lake Mburo Conservation Area. Of course, we have challenges as a park, and one of the challenges is the human-wildlife conflict. You know, boundaries of protected areas are porous, and the land is continuous. And we all know that wild animals don't know boundaries. So wild animals go out of the protected areas, and they cause human-wildlife conflicts in form of injuries to people, damage to crops, and also damage to other property, for example dams. Of course, the neighboring community, most of them are pastoralists and farmers. The pastoralists have their dams for watering the animals, but sometimes they can wake up in the morning and they find hippos in the pools. So hippos are both a threat to them as well as the animals. We've had, of course, some deaths from hippos in the community. We've had also some death of wildlife, I mean domestic animals, caused by our leopards, and also crop damage by buffaloes. So the most problematic animal here is the hippo, followed by the buffalo. Those are one major one doing human-wildlife conflict. But we try to do some interventions. For example, in areas that are far away from the protected area, we teach the communities how to manage this wildlife. Of course, hippos, for example, if you put trenches around your farms, hippos won't cross into your farm, and that has been done. Also, there's some short fences, short good fences. When you put them, the hippos can't cross to your farm, as well as fencing. So those are some of the protective measures that we are putting into place into the local community areas to deter wild animals injuring them. Lake Mburo itself is 370 square kilometers, but neighboring pastoralists. And pastoralists, of course, have vast land where their cattle graze. But in their land also, we have wildlife. So our wildlife is both inside the park and outside. Approximately 50% of the wild animals are in the ranches, while the other 50% are in the protected area. So what we do is normally we encourage the pastoralists to coexist with the wildlife, and usually they do that, they coexist with the wildlife. It's only that there's land use change in some areas neighboring the park where people are now doing farming, and this change in land use brings also a lot of conflict because animals go out and eat the crops. Okay, but also the other challenge we have is the grazing. Much other animals go into grazing outside. There's also illegal grazing by the pastoralists inside the park, which is not allowed. So we try to curb that illegal grazing by either arresting the cows and then they pay the fines. That illegal grazing happens, and as well as also we have poaching. Poaching, of course, like we said, wild animals are on the farms. So some poachers take advantage of that because of the low ranger force that can operate on the farms. So they do what we call poaching on the farms. And as well as we have the Naki Valley refugee camp. People normally, the refugees do sometimes cross inside the park to do poaching. But we are vigilant and we try as much as possible to stop that. Then the other challenge we have is the sort of encroachment within the park. We have the Kizimbi area that is near Rakobo. In this area, there are people who are settled in the park. Okay, but these people, of course, will be compensated and they will go out. So the Uganda Wildlife Authority is working on modalities of how to compensate these people such that they can leave the parkland and go and live elsewhere. Now, on some of the conservation successes we've had here is we introduced giraffes here, and that was in 2015. We brought only 15 individuals of giraffes, but due to the environment they came in, it was very, very conducive. Food is in plenty, the water is available, and these ones range only within the protected areas. They have not started going into community land and ranches. And currently we have a population of over 90 giraffes. So that is really a success story. And it has boosted tourism. Okay? most of the visitors, when they're coming, they want to see the giraffes, and the giraffes are readily available. Okay, even when you go for a game drive, you readily see the what? The giraffes. So that's one of the success stories we've had here. And yeah, the giraffe population is increasing. And when it reaches a certain level, still we can donate it to other areas. The other range of animals that visitors can see are the zebras. We have a lot of zebras, lots of herds of zebras, both within the park and outside. So these ones are also readily available, and they can be seen whenever you go for a game drive. Their distribution is wide within the what? The ecosystem of the park. Given the proper management of Lake Mburo National Park, animal population is on increase, is steadily growing. So this growing population has enabled other protected areas to benefit from Lake Mburo. For example, zebras have been translocated from Lake Mburo to Katonga, and the Katonga population is also now doing well. So visitors who go to Katonga are also well catered for. Local communities around the park are benefiting. One of the easiest benefits they are getting, of course, is resource access. Okay, there is resource access here. When they want things like firewood and poles for building their houses or building fences for the farmland, they approach us and they are able to access the resources. Then the other benefit they get from the park can be through sport hunting. Like I said, other animals outside the protected area. So sport hunting is majorly done in the ranches outside. So when they do sport hunting, there's a benefit that goes directly to the community. So that is one other way communities benefit. Then also we have revenue sharing. The revenue sharing, 20% of the gate collections go to the local community. That's by law in the Wildlife Act, Cap 315. All revenue, 20% is supposed to go to the community. So this revenue is used by the community in different forms. They have been able to improve on their school blocks or build new school blocks. They have been able to build hospitals or wards. And they have also been able to improve on their water system as well as their livelihood, because some of the money can go to livelihood. People can be given goats or cattle, cows, to improve their livelihood in homes. Then also there is access to the fishing village called Rubare. Rubare is inside the park and people are allowed to do fishing. So this also benefits home income of these people. And as they're doing fishing, we encourage them to have associations. So they formed an association where they collect money as a group. And this money is used for their development, outside the park. So currently, for Lake Mburo, our general management plan has ended. And now we are in the process of making a new general management plan, which is going to run for the next 10 years. So in our general management plan, we are looking at new products that visitors can come to see here, which can boost growth of of tourism.
Having said that, Mbaro, because of its beauty and best location, we have tourism areas that we border with, like Lake Mburo here. You can't go to Lake Mburo and you fail to be here in the city. You can't be in the city and you have always been told that there is Lake Mburo National Park, and you fail to go and look at how it is and its beautiful sceneries, the animals, the lake, and all that. So this is the center of tourism. And recently, Minister of Tourism actually constructed the Mugaba Palace here at Kamukuzi here. It captured it constructed the Mugaba Palace here in Kamukuzi. What does this Mugaba Palace mean? It is because our children here have forgotten about our culture. They are those ones that have never even heard, have never even seen a milk pot. They are those ones that have never even seen the grinding stone. So this Mugaba tourism site is going to bring into our children, young children, and even some people of our age have forgotten even their culture. They don't know even the clans. You will find that when you are there, you can know the Bashambo, this is the Tabo, this is this, this is this, this is this, and our origin, how the kingdom started, right away from the Bachwez to the time they were abolished, you know, here in Ankole. So that history that we have been getting from books is now real. It is a reality. You go and you see this. We have all those areas in this city where one can come from Kampala. Even we are looking at tourism from abroad, but tourism should be promoted by ourselves here.
We continue to look at the tourism sector seriously in Mbarara City. One of them is that yesterday we opened the Mugaba Palace. The Mugaba Palace is part of the areas that tourists will come and learn about our culture and tradition. Because we now have the information of how we've gone through to be what we are now as Mbarara City. Why is it called Ankole? How did it come about? Now Mugaba Palace is part of the areas that we are proud of, and we thank government, Ministry of Tourism, for having promoted Mugaba Palace to the level where it is. And we want to develop more sites that are of great importance to our culture here in Western Uganda. But we also want to thank the development partners. When we talked about the tourism sites, the hotels, there are those private people that have come in, even in the industries, the factories of milk, which are doing milk value addition. Of course, we have our local investors, and we thank them for having thought it fit to invest in Mbarara.
Behind us is a group of loser male buffaloes, which were chased away from the herd. Buffalo males, when they become sexually inactive, they are outcompeted by the stronger males, and that's the time they are chased away from the herd. And that's what makes them to become more aggressive. When we relate it to our daily lives, when you are a man and someone comes to your home and displaces you away from your home, you really don't feel good, and that's what these buffaloes feel like. The loser male buffaloes are the most aggressive animals. When you are moving in any park, please avoid getting close to the loser male buffaloes because they may charge you. They become frustrated after being chased away from the herd. Though in the herd is composed of 50 to 200 individuals, but you find all those, they are under control of one dominant male. So when he becomes sexually inactive, he's chased away from the
UBC, inspiring Uganda.